St. Louis Chef Gala showcases the mission of Autism Speaks and their commitment to create a more kinder, inclusive world for those living on the spectrum and their families. So joining us live with more on the upcoming festivities, we have Aaron Plaza with Autism Speaks, as well as Micah Curtis with Napoli Cafe. Thank you both so much for joining us today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Okay, this is going to be really exciting. We're going to have Aaron here who's going to be getting to work. Micah here who's going to be getting to work on this dish. But Aaron, why don't we start with you a little bit about this upcoming gala?
Yeah, so very exciting. So next Friday, February 28th, we will be at the Chase Park Plaza. For those that have been in prior years, we used to be at the Ritz-Carlton, but we've outgrown the event, which is a great problem to have.
Yes.
And so we'll have roughly about 400 or so, maybe 500 attendees in total. Again, at the Chase Park Plaza. If you're interested for tickets, you can you can go to autismspeaks.org. For the St. Louis Chef Gala. Obviously, you can Google that as well to be able to find the details for those that are interested in still buying tickets. But we'd love to have folks come out, and super excited about having the event here next Friday. Okay,
it's going to be a beautiful event. And Aaron, why don't you talk to us a little bit about Autism Speaks? I know this is a nonprofit that's really near and dear to your heart and your family's heart.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, so I'll give the brief story, but I've got an 8-year-old son named Enzo who was diagnosed when he was 3 years old. And the quickest way I would describe it is when you first get that diagnosis as a parent, it's a situation where you just don't know what it means. What is autism? How is this going to impact our family? Of course, how is it going to impact Enzo for the long term? And so I remember that feeling as a parent, and I think the real story behind it really was to say, once we figured it out, it took several years, of course, to get to that point. How could we help others? And so my wife and I, Sydney, ultimately joined the board of directors with Autism Speaks, got involved with this, and ultimately, started managing the gala event for the last several years. And it's all about just bringing awareness to the event, making it something that everybody can feel comfortable talking about, and of course, being able to raise funds to be able to make this a more inclusive, topic, so to speak, that most can talk about. But more importantly, is learning how to get the help or resources if you get that diagnosis.
Right, so that people know that there is a support system out there.
That's exactly right.
There is a community. Okay, Michael, what are you working on here? This is smelling, is that the basil that I'm smelling? Something's delicious. What is that?
So this is fresh Italian basil. So today I would like to show you one of the most popular dishes in Napoli. It's our meatballs. So it's a combination of veal, pork, and beef. And we make them nice and large. So I do have some hot in the oven.
Okay, bada bing, bada boom.
Ready for us?
A little TV magic here. Oh my goodness.
So what we'll do? Take them out of the oven.
Will we be able to find this at the event? What can we see?
Yeah, great question. So the format of the Chef Gala event is quite literally like it sounds. It's the top 15 restaurants in St. Louis that have all donated food. So it's a taste of St. Louis type format. The Napoli restaurants and the family have been incredibly gracious these last 5 years to sponsor the event and donating food. And so, of course, we said, well, what's one of the best dishes? And these meatballs are lights out.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, this looks incredible. And Michael, what would you say is the key to this? What makes these so different? I mean, you said they're a fan favorite.
So the key is how you pack them, because a lot of people, they pack them a little too tight, and they'll be a little too tough. So just packing them nicely and like gently, but enough so that they don't fall apart. And I love finishing it with some freshly grated Parmigiano Reggiano cheese.
Oh, bon appetit!
Some nice chiffonade basil.
Wow.
Simple but delicious.
Yeah, give me back, y'all. It never tasted so good. You're not going to miss this. Again, I mean, the top 15 restaurants in St. Louis. It's going to be an incredible event, and it's all to create a more kinder world. Of course, you can find further information right there on your screen at ksdk.com/showme.